I'm here to give you a daily update today on ICP. Obviously, guys, we all know what happened with ICP at launch. It absolutely banged it to the goddamn moon. We got to $2,700 per coin. We know it jumped into the top, I think it was the top 10 cryptocurrencies with a market cap of around 20 to 30 billion. And then basically what happened, we got sold into like crazy because no one was actually ready to accept the technology. To be honest with you guys, ICP, seriously undervalued coin at this point in time. As you can see, when you're jumping in with a market cap of around 20, 30 billion, you know you've got backers, you know you've got potential, you know you've got really big, heavy investment there. So at this point in time, seriously underpriced. We just need the big dogs to start adopting this technology. And when that does happen, the money, the paper, this is basically going to be the new internet, guys. So yes, definitely want to be hodling, I would say. Interesting stuff coming through there. In terms of horizontals here for, in terms of price predictions here for ICP, I would be looking at $40.46 as a massive level of support. We have seen this holding up quite a few times here, guys. So if we are going to see us coming down and test this, we need to actually be prepared for a bit of a break to the downside if this is going to happen, because we've tested this literally like 4 or 5 times now. And now the next level of horizontal level of support is going to be around that $28 and $28.61 there. But that's obviously the lowest point there for ICP. And we've already tested that again, and we didn't actually break it. We actually banged that back up. So yeah, it's nice to see that coming through there. I would expect ICP to actually, I know it looks very bearish with this downtrend right now, but I would expect it to take a leg up here just because it needs to, right? It really does need to. And we have if we were going to break this sort of momentum to the downside right now, we probably would have already, right? So yeah, it's not looking too bad. In terms of trend lines from the low points to these correlative zones right now, I probably would do something along the lines of this as in terms of level of support that we are finding here, guys. We're probably sat on the cusp of one right now. We are literally bang in the middle of all major moving averages here on the daily, so hopefully we can get over that. This is making me want to draw. It's making me want to draw. We do have another trend line coming down like so, so potential for a breakout scenario coming through there. We do have quite a few scenarios that we could actually weigh up here. Symmetrical triangle potentially from this area, from this low here, and these high lows being formed. But also, we do need to weigh up the scenario for this this horizontal coming through as well. Because if we've got horizontal playing out like so, as well as a downward sloping resistance line like there, we're going to be looking at a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, not symmetrical triangle, a descending triangle chart pattern coming through there, guys. And that basically means we're looking at a breakout to the upside or a breakout to the downside. So in terms of measure moves like so, we could be looking at a measure move to the downside like there, and that's probably going to bring us down all the way down to around $29.65. But if we can see a break to the upside, it's going to be a lot more progressive there, guys, and it's going to be meaning that we're going to be invalidating lower highs here, and it's going to be a lot more bullish, right? It's going to be a lot more bullish, bringing the price up to around this $53.85 there. So yeah, potential breakout scenario to be looking out for there. For the future there for ICP. Overall, not looking the hottest altcoin in the world, but the technology and the fundamentals behind it really do support it there. So yes, a couple of things to be looking out for the future in terms of breakout scenarios there. Moving down to the 4-hour charts here. In terms of the 4-hour, we are looking not too bad, right? We've got a lovely, quite a nice uptrend coming through here. Obviously, I guess this is the manipulation from... No, it's not actually. It's doing its own thing in October, because October was obviously very, very progressive. We can obviously see a massive level of support coming through here, which we are actually testing. Let's get rid of this these moving averages for now. As you can see, a massive level of support, which we are testing, correlating. Not correlating. Consolidating? Yeah, consolidating inside this sort of area here, getting ever so close to a breakout scenario. So yeah, potentially definitely something to be looking out for there. For the future. And yeah, nothing really. We've got a bit of a symmetrical triangle, as I was just saying there by accident, in terms of a high point, in terms of lower highs being set, in terms of a low point, in terms of higher lows being set there. So yeah, really not too bad there. But yeah, definite breakout scenario to be looking out for the future. In terms of a double breakout there, we could be looking at a little, obviously not the biggest measure move in the world there, but if you are itching for some sort of position there, we could be looking at something along the lines of this in terms of a little scalpy scalp. Depends on what side we're going to break then. If we do break to this lower side, it is actually going to correlate very, very well in terms of lining up with that upward sloping support line coming through at around $44.44 there. In terms of percentages there, it's going to be around $3.37 there to the downside. To the upside, we're going to be looking at around probably $4.77 there. You know what we're doing here, guys. We're staggering take profits all the way up or all the way down, and that's basically the best way to go, right? The best way to go. Simon's saying, "Vet, please, sir. They have a DEX coming in 6 days." To be honest with you, Simon, sell the news, buy the rumors. Sell the news, buy the rumors. And yeah, I did actually, I covered VET probably two or three altcoins ago. So if you do want to rewind, that's absolutely fine, my good sir. But yeah, that's going to be that. I will. I did actually do quite a long video on it. Long video. I say it was about a 5-minute video there for it yesterday. So yeah, if you did want to go check that out, it is going to be on the channel as well there.